Okay, we are on lesson 10.1. And that is page 537 in your book. Mia sees people outside the window. It's okay. So, this is the first lesson when we're talking about geometry, because we're talking about shapes, and we were talking about area, and we were talking about side lengths, and all kinds of fun stuff. Okay, so it's starting out with squares and parallelograms and how to find area of a parallelogram. All right, so people forget this because it's so basic information, but a square has all four sides are equal. Okay, so if this side is 3, then that side is going to be 3, and that side's going to be 3, and that side is going to be 3. Can you go down now, huh? Okay. To find the area of a square, you multiply one side times another side, 3 times 3, it would be 9. Okay, let's call it inches. Inches squared. We've been working with exponents, so you know that when things are multiplied together, there's exponents. Anyway, if you're finding area, it's squared. A parallelogram is just a rectangle or a square on its side. And if you look over here, it says how to find the area of a parallelogram. You have your base times your height equals your area. Your base, let's just say it's 10. Your height will always be the dotted line, okay? The dotted line is the part that goes straight up and down. Let's say that's gonna be 5. Let's label this centimeters, okay? They are going to try and fool you almost every single time and give you this diagonal measurement. The diagonal means nothing. Don't pay attention to it, ever. It is trying to fool you. So, how to find the area of a parallelogram? You take your base, you multiply it by your height, and so you get 50 centimeters squared. Okay, this is your answer. That is trying to trick you. You don't want it. If you want to mark it out, feel free. Okay, so how to find the area of a parallelogram? There you go, base times height. How to find a missing length if you're missing this, if you already have your area. You have your area, and you just do your reversed. Divided by your base or your height, whichever one you have, and that will give you your height or your base, whichever one you're missing. So let's just pretend I don't know this. Okay? I would take my area, 50 centimeters squared, divided by what's given to me, will give me my missing length, which is 10 centimeters. When you're talking about just a flat length, it does not get a squared. The only time it gets a squared is if you multiply the two numbers together and you're talking about the area that's in the middle. Okay? These notes, super important. I would write them down. Number 2 in your book. It is wanting you to find the area. Here's your base, here's your height. It didn't try to fool you on this one and give you a missing number, but hey, I'm gonna put it there just so you can get in the habit of ignoring it, okay? How do we find area? Base times height. 7 times 5, 35 centimeters squared. Pretty easy. Number 4, we're trying to find area again. Base times height. Here's my base, however, it looks a little bit different, so I need to turn it into an improper fraction. Multiply, add, I get 43 over 10 times my height multiply, add 21 over 10. Holy, that's a big number. Okay. The bottom number is going to be 100. I know that much. 43 times 21. 43. I'm done with the 1. Put an X. 6, 8, 3, 0, 1, 9. 903 over 100. The bigger number is on top. I'm shoving it into the house. 903 divided by 100. 100 cannot fit into 9. 100 cannot fit into 90. 100 can fit into 900. 9 times with 3 100ths left over. 9 and 3 100ths. Let's just call it inches squared. And actually I looked in the book and it was meters. Okay. You have a square that is given to you, and it gives you one of the side lengths. And we know that a square has all the same side lengths. So this is 35 and this is 35. We want to know how to find the area. You multiply 35 times 35. $1,225 centimeters squared. And put that in the answer right here. Okay? Just multiply. Number 6, that's where it changed. You're trying to find a base because the area is already given to you. So if you go all the way back here to your notes, you are trying to find a base. Your area is given to you. So you go area divided by your height equals your base. Our area is given to us. That goes inside the house. 6.3. Our height, 0.9. We do not like decimals on the outside of our house. Move it once, move it once, move your decimal straight up. Can 9 fit into 6? No, it cannot. Can 9 fit into 63? It can, 7 times. 63, 0. The base is 7, and I don't know if it's inches, centimeters, it's millimeters. And remember, this one does not get a square. This one should have millimeters squared on that one. This one does not because it's just going to be one of your flat line. It's not an area that's in there. Okay, now that I've gone over all of that, we are going to talk about your worksheet. You only have a worksheet today. You don't have any task cards or anything. All of the front, only the 4 squares on the back. It says train car A. Here's train car A. You need to label the figure. Is it a square? Is it a parallelogram? Formula for area. There's your answer. In your notes. And what is the area of car A? It is trying to fool you with a diagonal measurement, so don't be fooled. Oh, actually that diagonal measurement goes with that square, but you could pretend that it's that diagonal measurement and you just have to ignore it. Anyway, car A, B, C, and D, and everything on the front. That is all for today. Have a wonderful day. See you later.